What's up everybody, my name is Tim Roswick and today is the first day of Ludum Dare, or Ludum Dare as some people call it. Either way, whatever you call it, today is the day. I'm super excited, I'm super pumped, I can't wait to get in on this, but I know some of you are worried, some of you are anxious, some of you are scared. You need some tips, you need some hacks, you need some things to do, and I got you covered. This video is all about 9 Ludum Dare tips in 90 seconds. Let's go. Tip number 1, prepare for the theme to suck because the theme always sucks. It's not a big deal. You can still make a good game. You can still get creative. Just don't rely on the theme to actually get you there. Tip number 2, don't settle for the first idea. I find that with me, the first idea that comes out of my head usually is not the best. So I keep working. I do 5 or 10 ideas. I get a bunch of them out there and then I pick one and I go with that. Tip number 3, write everything down. So there's so many creative juices flowing and so much creative stuff happening that like stuff will just fly out of your head and you'll forget everything. You want to write everything down as you're coming up with stuff and you can kind of go back to it and pick something that you like later. Tip number 4, try and aim for 1 or 2 categories and really go hard on that. If you're really good at art, aim for that. If you're really good at music or sound, aim for that. Try and be the best you can in 1 or 2 categories rather than trying to make the best overall game. That usually gets the best results. Tip number 5, use tools that you know well. Crunch time in 48 hours, 72-hour video game is not the time to learn new tools. And it may seem like it's super simple and you could just like learn the stuff and watch tutorials, but you are wasting so much time by not knowing the tools. Tip number 6, aim to finish about an hour or 2 before the deadline, but keep working until the deadline. Ludum Dare has what's called a submission hour, which means after the deadline is over, they give you a whole hour to submit your game. Tip number 7, trade playtests with other jammers. I know it seems like you're rushed and it's crazy and everything's going on, but you need to playtest. And I know it seems like your buddy is super busy, but he needs to playtest. And so you guys can trade playtests and you don't have to worry about disturbing anybody. You don't have to worry about putting out a game that's full of bugs or just completely not obvious on how to play. Tip number 8, and this is a specific one. If you ever have to choose between graphics and audio, pick audio because audio can make a much bigger impact on game feel than graphics can. Graphics are fantastic and a good looking game can't be beat. When it comes to game feel, like juicy audio, juicy music, that stuff makes such a big impact on the experience of the game. Tip number 9, rate games when the jam is over. A lot of people don't know this, but the more games that you rate, the higher your game shows up in the search list. The more games that you rate, the more people will rate your game. And you want to get a lot of ratings if you want to get anywhere on the charts. So those are my tips. I hope you found them useful. I hope I hit my 90 seconds. A lot of info to pack in a short amount of time. If you have any top tips for Ludum Dare, leave them in the comments down below. We'll all learn from each other down there. Once again, my name is Tim Roswick, and I'll see you jamming.